Hello everybody and welcome to a new game that I'm going to be playing a little bit on MCraftHD, and it is called Democracy Free. It is basically, the idea is that you are a leader of a country, and there are so many things that you can do and control. Reminds me a little bit of SimCity, except it's not quite such like a long-term game. And then yeah, I'll basically explain it as we go through. So I've only done this once, and I basically went down really quickly in the polls because I wasn't really sure where I was going. But basically this is the general thing. There are quite a few countries you can be. You can be Australia, Canada, USA, Germany, France and UK. And then it gives you all these stats, and it's really great because it varies quite a lot. So for example, in the UK we're not quite as capitalist as they are in America, so you want to try and do more socialist policies in here. I'm going to try and keep my political view hidden in this, and I'm going to do the UK since I am from the UK, so that's quite interesting for me. And we do have a relatively high socialism in the UK, so that's what I'm going to try and appeal to. That doesn't mean I'm a socialist, just to get that out there. So I'm going for the Conservatives because they are in power at the moment, so we'll try and make it realistic, and Labour in opposition. So basically this game will appeal to anyone who has even a relative interest in economics. Mostly, I would say it's more important for people who have an interest in economics and politics. But if you like either of those two, definitely get this game. If you're more interested to see like the decisions that leaders have to make, then this is good. And if you like Minecraft, then you may also like this because it is a simulator game. Actually, Minecraft is not a simulator game. I don't know why I said that. Oh well. Let's just get in here. So, term length 4 years. Yeah, so it looks good to me. No limit, so I can get re-elected hopefully if I do well. So there are so many things that you can do in this, and so I'll just show you here. So at the minute, GDP, which is like your economy effectively, is quite low in the UK. Health is decent, education decent, poverty is quite low, crime is reasonably high, unemployment. So we're doing all right so far. So here we go. Begin term of office. Let's get this done. So this interface may seem really confusing and scary to people that haven't seen it before, but I'll quickly go over it. So this is the foreign policy, so it's quite a small section obviously. This is the welfare, so you know, what's this? Legal drug consumption. I can't change it for some reason. Economy, tax, services, so this is, you know, public services, spending, law and order mostly, and transport. So at the minute, as you can see, the income is 267 billion, and that is lower than the expenditure. So anyone with some, or you don't even need any knowledge, just numbers, will know that this isn't good. We're spending more than we're receiving, so over time we're in a budget deficit. So that's not good. So the first thing that I could try and do is either cut expenditure by reducing services on welfare and stuff like that, or increase my income by raising taxes. So I'll just show you the breakdown of the country. So this is what goes so far. So obviously 77.8% of the UK would consider themselves somewhat socialists, in comparison to 22.2% capitalists. So although, in my opinion, I'm just going to say it, in my opinion, capitalists, you know, are better. Well, not better, but just like, you know, I would put the economy first. And in real life, I've just got to appeal to the 77%, just to try and get their votes, because it's all about getting re-elected. So, and then there's split in subsections, so liberal, you know, stuff like that. So this is good. So, environmentalists quite like me at the minute, and so they're retired. So, I probably need to just increase socialists even more, and just maybe try and get middle income up, but that all comes from just a booming economy really. So the first thing that I want to address is this deficit. Oh, and quickly, this is something called political capital. So you have people in your cabinet, which is like your advisors, your close like, you know, helpers, and this is the loyalty. So the more loyal they are to you, the more political capital you get. So this girl here, Kimberly Cox, is quite loyal to me, so she gives me 4.7% political capital, which can then be used, for example, to increase or decrease anything you want. So, for example, this is state housing. I'm not actually going to change it because I don't see anything wrong with it. But to increase it, to raise it would cost 8 political capital. To lower it would also cost 8 political capital. And to cancel it altogether, it would cost 18 political capital. So the more extreme ones cost more political capital. So you obviously want loyal people. What's this? I think it's just a breakdown of crime. And all these people who want to try and kill me, basically. So that's interesting. So yeah, let's get this going. So I need to decrease expenditure, in my opinion. So the way in which we're going to do that is try and hit the retired people, because they're not a massive percent of the population. So let's just go in here and reduce state pensions. Big cost. Actually, just so you break down, if we go to expenditure, here we go. So as you can see, state pensions is the most expensive thing that we have. So I say if we just cut this down by 5 billion, which would be half our deficit, so 47 at the minute. Let's take it down to 42. Oh, I can't quite yet. Don't have political capital, so let me just cancel that. And move the time on a bit. So as time goes on, you get more political capital. Let me just take a drink here. So I'm doing pretty disappointing in the polls, 34%. I don't know if that would be enough to get me back into the back into power, and then if there's another election right now. So we currently have a minor budget deficit of 8 billion, so I'm going to try and reduce that. Urgent question. So there's also these things where they give you questions that you have to do. So this debt protection law, because I've read this one before, because I did this a couple of days ago. I've only done it once and I failed, so I'm going to try again here. So basically this is all about if a bank loans you money and you can't pay it back, should the bank be able to go in and just take all your stuff if they can't learn how to do it, or should we limit their action? I would normally go for this one, but just to try and get people on my side, I'm going to limit agency action, because I don't want the people getting angry at me. So now I have 50 political capital, because this is the time frame until the next election. And yeah, let's go ahead and just cut the pensions here by little. So as you can see, these are the consequences. So capitalists like me a little bit more. Retired people obviously don't like me as much, but that's still really high. Poor people won't like me as much. Poverty goes up a bit, because yeah, older people can still live in poverty too, folks. So there we go. Let's just lower this. Apply changes. So we still need to find an extra 5 billion. So it makes sense to decrease the expenditure by 5 billion and increase the income by 5 billion. So we could just go ahead and raise some taxes, I guess, which is probably the most simple way. Capitalists won't like me, but the socialists will. So let's go capital gains tax. So capital gains tax, for you that don't know, I don't know which one it is yet, is taxes on assets, shares, stocks, anything like that. So it mainly hits the rich people. So the capitalists won't like me. Which one is capital gains tax? There we go. So the rich people won't like me, but the socialists will, and that's all that matters. Oh, the tax is already quite low. Go on, let's go ahead and just get an extra 5 billion from them. So as you can see, this doesn't have quite such a big impact, but the socialists will like me a little bit more, and then the capitalists won't like me as much, but that's fine by me. I don't mind. Okay, so let's see how we're getting on now. Let's move next. So this is literally it. So I was a little bit disappointed when I found out this was it. Okay, so here we go. 42% in the election. That's super. If there's a vote now, that's great. I want to keep that. The deficit is down. So yeah, everything's looking pretty rosy at the minute. So let's see. The loyalty of your ministers can be described as loyal, so that's great. I'm getting lots of political capital. There's an urgent question that retires your immediate question. So here we go. So appoint a new judge. One of the most senior and respected judges has died. Oh dear. So basically I think I need a replacement. So Eric Davis or Geraldine Martin. Let's just read this. No. You can pause the video now if you want to read this properly. I'm going to go for her. There we go. So basically I just had to pick a new judge, which is good. So the poor people like me a little bit more. Why was that? Oh, because I higher taxes on the rich. That's good. So this is fine. A £1 billion pounds difference doesn't really matter. So what can I do now? I guess let's see what I can do to raise GDP. So I kind of want to keep taxes, and I just want to keep this level. So I don't really want to mess with that anymore. I'd quite like to reduce corporation tax. So that basically means that firms have to pay less, so they can employ more people, get more revenue from taxes overall, without having to actually increase the taxes, because everyone's doing better. But so what can we do here? Let's just tax smoking, because smoking reduces health. No one likes smoking. It's not good for you. So let's just, and we get an extra bit of revenue here, so let's go ahead and do that. And should we do the same for alcohol, because the more healthy your population are, the more productive they'll be, so that's nice. So I don't want to raise this too much because everyone will be impacted by this one. So let's go to there. And then that means that I'll speed it forward a little bit. Hopefully now we should have a little bit more money to invest in. Yes, look at that, 49%. I've never been so good. Still got a minor budget deficit, but hopefully we'll have a little bit more money to invest in education now, which is nice, because that'll help in the future. So, yes, I love the sound effects. The music in this is great. I reckon it can get boring over time, but it's really dramatic once you start. So news stations are buzzing with the reports that Cape Man has been fighting crime. Oh, it's a sign of how bad things have become on the streets. Oh dear, I need to sort out crime then. Let's invest a little bit more in law and order here. So, where's the police force? What's this one? Handgun laws. How important are patriots? Come on! We're not 18.7%. There's not 11.7 billion people who are like, oh yeah, we should all have guns in Britain. This isn't America, I'm afraid. Sorry. Got that one wrong. Jesus, wept. Who else have we got? Parents. Well, obviously parents will be happy. So look, let's just... Handgun laws. So what does this mean? Some countries allow the virtually unrestricted ownership of any kind of firearm, whereas in the others it's strictly controlled. Some people talk of the basic right to defend yourself. In Britain there is no need to carry a gun, I'm sorry. Others are concerned that gun ownership may lead to gun crime. So what does this do? So license required, license minimum age, strict controls. Oh, but the harsher I am on it, the more expensive it becomes. Oh, but the millions don't really matter when you're a government. It's more about public opinion. So, parents, how big? Well, obviously parents must be... Let me just see how big are parents. 26%, that's nice. Okay. Let's maybe just raise that a little bit. Let's just go minimum age. I know the Liberals won't like me, but let's just check how big the Liberals are. Jesus, wept. I don't want to upset them. I changed my mind. How do I impress them? Liberals, what do they want? Alcohol law, border controls. At its heart, the liberal political group defines people who believe strongly in liberty and freedom. Oh, so any controls they won't like. Okay, that's fair enough. Strong support of human rights. Okay, let's do human rights. What'll that be? Must be on this side. Legal aid. That makes sense. CCTV cameras. Go on then. Why won't people like this one then? So liberals won't like this one, I guess. Thing is, I want to reduce crime, but I don't want to upset the Liberals, so what do I do? What does this mean? Alcohol abuse. I've already put a tax. I'm sorry, alcohol abuse isn't impacted by the tax. Alcohol tax, well, that's strange. What's this one? Organised crime. What can I do to support intelligent? Yeah, let's just raise the intelligence service. I don't want the Liberals to get angry at me. I'm sorry. I don't want to do anything to upset the Liberals. They're just too big. What can I do? Police force, here we go. So, who will I be upsetting? No one by the looks of things. Every government needs to employ a police force to ensure that law and order is kept. But it's a massive debate exactly how much we spent. Some favour a large force. So it's not upsetting anyone by doing it, I don't think. No, it's not. Why would unemployment go up? Because I'm employing more people. Anyway, crime will go down. So that's nice. Oh no, sorry, it'll go down, sorry. There we go. So yeah, I'm just impressing people. So it's all about how much I want to spend on it. Go on, let's just spend 9 billion. I'm sure 8.5 billion. I'm sure I can find that money somewhere in the future. There we go. Spend, spend, spend. That's what I say. How are we doing? The global economy is doing okay. We are neither in a boom nor bust. Okay, so I do A-level economics. And this is such good revision. Yes, budget surplus. This is doing great. But this is too small to trigger. Okay, raise spending. Okay, great. Whoa, look at that. 56%. Ha ha ha. Come on, get on my level. This is quality. Human rights. Okay, human rights are against me, and apparently they're going to try and kill me. So look. Ooh, they don't like me. Threat assessment. Right, how do I get human rights people on my side then? That's the question. I mean, like, there should be a place where you can just type it in and it'll show you where it is, because I don't have to go for every single one, like human rights, human rights. Well, it won't be economy, will it? It must be on this side. Prisons. Neurotics, that's interesting. Police force. Community policing, I like the sound of that. Oh, the Liberals like community policing. Who doesn't? No one dislikes it. And it's just an extra billion. Shall I spend that? We've got a slight... No, I'll wait for the minute. Let's just cancel that. Oh, to raise it costs no political capital. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Spend, spend, spend is what I say. Forget what the budget is. Just spend. Is this human rights? Come on, that must be. Race discrimination. How big is ethnic minorities? Probably pretty big. Come on. 14% or more Britain are ethnic minorities. Violent crime. Where is this human rights? That's this it. Legal aid. Damn it. I want to find this human rights. Humans must have rights. And the environment. Yes. Interesting. Corporation tax. Brilliant. And where is human rights? Maybe it is a general thing, so I don't know. So let's just skip this here, let's keep going. So ban, ooh, controversial, same-sex marriage. Ooh. Until recently this hasn't been an issue. Marriage has been a straightforward issue and a ceremony reserved for heterosexual couples, but increasingly the more liberal ministers have been carrying out same-sex marriage. Should we ban this at constitutional level? Before I go ahead and do this, I know this is like the most controversial thing going on right now. So if I click one or the other, that does not mean that I'm against it or for it. Just I'm trying to do well in this game, so just lay off. But yeah, discussion in the comments would be nice actually. That would be quite good. So go ahead and do that, but not at me. Just don't get angry. So ban it. It's crazy to allow the transversity of religious ceremonies to take place by standing. Go on then. Let's allow it. They're people like us. Go on. Let's see what happens. Am I going to go down in the polls? Maybe I am. Socialists should like me for that. Ooh, I'm about the same. Okay. Credit rating downgraded. The major international credit agencies have downgraded the status of government debts. Oh no. I need to solve the economy. It's in a recession. Oh, that's why. It's just because the global economy's down. Don't worry. I need to sort out GDP right away. How can I do this? Can I lower taxes? Oh, it's just the global economy's down. I mean, lay off my case. But in the meantime, I think I do need to do something. So how about we just go ahead and then cut corporation tax, as I was mentioning earlier. Oh, no, that's not good. Income's down. I need to cut our expenditure. I really do. I'm sorry, retired people. I'm just going to have to hit you again. I'm sorry. You're just gonna take the brunt. So what can I do? Private pensions. State pensions. Oh, they're really unhappy with that already. Oh. Let's just stick it down to low. They're going to be really unhappy, but oh well. At least socialists aren't too disappointed. And it means I just get the capitalists on my side. So there we go. Make a little bit of money back, I guess. Oh, that's not good. Anything I can do just to help GDP without spending too much? Crime. Productivity. What can I do to increase this? Health. We already spend so much on health. That's a problem. Let's raise taxes on alcohol. Come on. Alcohol law. Here we go. So, oh, I hate the fucking liberals. They just don't want any sort of regulation. Like, problem is, it'll reduce alcohol consumption. Should I just go ahead and do it? The liberals can't get too disappointed, surely. Because it makes everyone more productive and then our economy will do better. So, I need to do something about this economy. Come on, let's get this done. Let's get this done. Oil price. It's just the global economy. Tourism. What can I do to better the tourism? Border controls. Okay, let's just lower border controls then. So the liberals will be happier with me, which is always a good sign. Cut spending a little bit. And patriots, I don't really... How... Patriots, yeah. There we go, let's do this then. Cut spending a little bit. See how we get on. Hopefully that will mean more people are coming into our country. Downgraded. It's BBB. This is a bad sign. Okay. Needs to talk to you. Oh dear, this is not going well. 57%. Considering we're in a global recession, I think I'm doing great to hold down 57% of the vote. Carol Hill. It's the name of my mum. Currently working as foreign affairs is displeased with the current... She's unhappy because conservatives and... I'm basically going against conservatives and capitalists, which is really awkward considering I'm the Conservative Party. But anyway, as a result, there is a danger of the minister wanting to spend more time with their family in the near future. You know what, Carol? I don't stand with shit like that. Stress. Doctors have warned that our businesses are working people too hard. Okay, limit the work hours. But then the Liberals won't like it. Cabinet. Carol, you're getting out. Piss. Fire. I'm not happy, right, if you're just going to go against my back, you bitch. So you need a new foreign policy. Someone on foreign policy. Welcome to the job, Ender Morris. You're hired. Oh, there's a little back chat going on in the background. A little bit gossip. This is what we're getting on now. Indifferent. Okay. How are we doing? Just BB. I really need to get the economy back up. Global econ. That's not me, man. Come on. Give me a good global economy to work with. Interest rates up. GDP down. Debt up. Income down. Expenditure up. Oh, no. Oh, my holy mother of... I'm sorry. These are my go-to people. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to just take state pensions. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, retired. How now with this extra? I just need more money. GDP just got to go up. What's this? Why aren't you happy? Technology backwater. Science funding. I'm going to raise science funding. We have to. Just to support GDP. But the problem is, I'm going to be spending too much. I'm going to have to do it. Honestly, I have to. We need to get GDP going. So we hit the 21-minute mark. So let's see how we get on. 50%. Okay. So we're in just BB. You know what, guys? I'm going to leave it here. It's been 22 minutes. So if you guys like this, I'll do an episode 2. It's good fun, I think. I mean, it's on Steam sale. Well, it was like last week. I'm not sure if it is now. So if you want to go ahead and buy it, I suggest you would. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.